Hello there, this week's kit that I'm showing you is the Spitfire Mk.XIVc from Academy, and I just got as before I got the box to show you, and then inside I've already taken things out, so saves a little rattling. Throw the box over there. One of the fun things with they always got the little warning man there saying look out, check these first. There's all the things you got to check if you be sure. It's from Korea, so I think that's what that is, Korean. I think I'm not familiar with that sort of language, so I can't be sure. But it does say KR in there, so that's probably for Korea. Right, those aside, because I can't read those. Two different sprues for the canopy. The canopy closed, canopy closed, and the canopy open. So 3 parts there. Not sure if that's slightly weighted to go around the back end, but that's what people sometimes do. So nice to have the choice. Always nice to have a choice with the kit. I'll go through the instructions first, as I usually do. Nice picture of what they expect you to build it to end up looking like, and a nice drawing of it from the box. The instructions, oops, knocks the camera. Quite clear. They're in little nicely headlined segments. Very clear that is, really, isn't it? When you think about it, it's quite a good idea to do it like that. Should tell you what you're making, and each section part is very clearly labelled and marked out. Anyways, it's a Spitfire, it's not a complicated kit anyway, but even so, except for when they get there, because it's another one of those kits where they put the propellers on individually, which has its good and plus and minus points. You've got the option to have the door open, little hatch open, and they've got a part there for the rear view mirror. If I move it up in the camera shot, part for the rear view mirror on the closed canopy, and the entry door hatch. Similarly, with the open canopy, they've also got a rear view mirror there, and you can have the door open or closed. Nice 4-part wheels. You've actually got the suspension arms there. Obviously two drawings of those. And the colours very clearly says chromate green, and obviously where you put them. And in this particular version of the Spitfire, you've got rockets. So I've never had a Spitfire with hard points on before, so that'll be something interesting to build. Then we've got the 5 different languages for the colours, although it doesn't really, apart from being a language lesson, it doesn't really tell you which part is which colour goes where on there. Just that's what it means in different languages. So, but it does say there what the colours are. The yellow and white and these colours here. So that's a bit of a translation up for anybody who doesn't speak English, I suppose, because they got it in English here. And they got decal placement, and there's only one example on this kit, but it's not bad price, and that tells you where the parts are on there, but you could probably find out yourself by seeing the shape of them. That's nice, neat little instructions. Very regular little minimal but sufficient decal sheet. And like the Italeri kits, the sky is a bit dark, but I'm not going to worry about that. It might be the same printer, I don't know, but they've gone for a darker version of sky there. The kit itself, the sprue itself comes in a single bag, which is not resealable, which is a shame really, but I expected to do it there and then rather than put it in out of the bag, I suppose. Put your main fuselage with the tail rudder already applied. You've got different interior parts there. Nice little floor. See that? Got much details on the floor. That's very good, I think. You've got moulded in details on the instrument panel. So, and there's no decal for the instrument panel, but again, it's a bit of dry brushing and judicious spotting on of little blobs of paint with a cocktail stick. I'm going to make something resembling an instrument panel from what you'll see of it in the cockpit and from the outside. Nice little cockpit digital interior as well. Lots of actual bits there. Radios, trim wheels, everything else. And probably that's probably the throttle quadrant. But yeah, that's already pre-cut out there. With your your wheels and your part of the seat and everything. You got a decal for the seat straps, and there's your 5-blade propeller. And on the other side, you got the this main wing, 3-part wing as they often do, and the guns are already attached there. So, there's a good and bad thoughts about that, but it's certainly, you don't have to worry about lining them up, I suppose. Slightly less tall blisters there, and you've got extra blistery sort of things for the engine, because I think it's Griffin engine on this version. So you add that to the cowling area part, but the part there is no actual. No, there's no actual mark to where you put it, but it'll fit. You'll know where to put it by how it fits. There's your parts for the little rockets there, and that's for your the flaps on the radiators. Goes there. Now, but there's no internals of the radiators except for the back of the radiator. So unlike some, you don't get anything in the front. No grill. There's no radiator itself to fit in there. But other than that, the wheels are not bad quality moulding, and got a little wait for that to focus in. You see they got rivet marks and recessed panel lines. Nicely painted that. You'll get some detail coming through. So there we are. There's the Academy 172 scale Spitfire Mk.XIVc. One thing you learn with model aircraft is Roman numerals and how to read them. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Bye bye.